The excitement is building at the new Intergenerational Recreation Center on Oslo Road in Vero Beach. I'm Jeff Vogel for Buzz TV, and the ribbon-cutting ceremonies are about to begin.
I am Michael Zito, your Assistant County Administrator. I look at all these faces, and I'm just so proud of our leadership today. Over the last 10 years, we've endured quite a bit, from the hurricanes through the economic downturn, and we continue to cut ribbons, ladies and gentlemen. We continue to cut ribbons. I want to be the first to welcome you to the Indian River County Intergenerational Center and event venue. And now for some welcoming remarks, our chairman of the board, Commissioner Bob Solari.
This facility was initiated back before 2002. It was delayed by the hurricanes, as a lot of things in the Indian River County were. It was put aside during the Great Recession when we had to tighten our belts, which I believe was the right thing to do. But now it's reflective of the opportunities that we have in Indian River County for the years to come. This is going to be one of the first of a number of projects which is going to help build Indian River County into one of the premier counties in the state of Florida. This intergenerational facility started before I got here. And again, I had very little to do with this. The work of this was done by the architect, the builders, other commissioners, other members of staff. So I want to take this opportunity to thank all of them for the great work they have done to bring us to this day when we can have the opening of this facility.
It was really a collaborative effort. We were honored that you had the faith and support in allowing us to design a building that really we believe is iconic for the county and will put you on the map in terms of sports venues and an event venue building. I want to thank the design team. Borelli and Partners is our firm. We were the architects and landscape architects. Chris Rice is here. He's the landscape architect on the project, hidden back there. Dan Turbovich was our project manager and the project designer. He'll tell you a little bit about some of the cool features of the building. Interior designers were Ramsky and Company. They did a great job. TLC and local firm of Masteller and Moeller were the civil engineers, and we had an amazing relationship with our team.
I think to be able to start off with that, limited to 3 ideas that I think are paramount to this facility. The first one is the idea of land and context in your environment. This is Indian River County, this is Vero Beach, this is your town and your community. And this facility starts to represent that physically by the environment. It starts out in the roadside, in the very public way of the right-of-way coming in. There's over 35,000 different plants that make up the landscape environment that's mandated by code on a building this size. And you know, as these plants actually mature and develop, you're going to have a very lush and vibrant landscape. You know, example of this is just literally right behind me. More important than that was the physical placement of the building and how it opens up to create spaces like this plaza, the courtyard you're going to see, the patios, the verandas. All these things tie into Vero Beach and your community. More importantly than that, the building's design was to actually take outside spaces and bring them inside. We've more than doubled the program space in usable outdoor activity than indoor activity, and that's quite an achievement, and that is directly related to your county commissioners and the staff all the way down to the end users who realize the value of having facilities such as this. We also took the indoors outside. You'll see a large amount of windows and views, not only to the outside, so you're constantly reminded of who you are, where you're at, and the community you're a part of. Okay? We also have that where you have shared space between one space and another, from the outside in, inside out. And this shared observability is about people, because ultimately buildings are empty shells. We're designing for people, and this will be the first day in which we flood this facility with living, breathing human beings that make up this community. And you'll see a richness of spaces that are designed to draw you together to engage in social programs and interactions. The second is the environmental element being brought to the interior. You're going to see some very, very large fans throughout this facility. They're high volume, low velocity fans. They're meant to turn the air. We were able to reduce the size of the chiller yard based on capacity because we integrated these as part of the environmental conditions so that you have a healthier air quality, you have more comfort, and they're more energy efficient. A fact that I'm particularly proud of is each and every one of these fans were bought and paid for the day they were pulled out of the box based on the savings and reductions of equipment, mechanical sizing, ductwork, infrastructure, and labor involved. There's no payback period. They're bought for immediately because we install them as an integral part of the system, environmental system. That's revolutionary. The third product is actually an interesting one itself. It's one directly behind me. This is nothing but concrete wall tilted up. The phase of construction is fairly common. You see it in industrial buildings and so forth. One of the admixtures we did, the concrete mix design, is unique. It allows moisture or prevents moisture from moving through the concrete, which ultimately provides for a better living experience because we don't have moisture condensation on the interior, and moisture is a tremendous issue in the built environment. Keeping water out of your buildings is a fundamental process of what we're trying to prevent. This product prevents that from happening in the tilt wall. It's the first time it's ever been done. We actually added something that was normally in a floor slab into the tilt wall because we knew the importance of it. More importantly than being first, this is a local Florida invention. It is manufactured and created here in Florida. These are Florida ideas for Florida products, for Florida solutions in the Florida environment. I find that revolutionary and phenomenal.
You know, being in construction, you know, we build high-rise hotels, condos, whatever. This is an awesome, cool project that everybody wanted to be involved in. This building here, as Dan mentioned, is tilt wall, 14-inch thick with concrete and insulation. That building has 12-inch thick concrete. The furniture you'll see outside, the lawn furniture, was imported from Spain. So you can tell all your friends you're lounging on Spain-inspired furniture. The tile that you'll see when you first walk in is from Italy. The fans that Dan mentioned, the ones that you'll see in the gymnasium, they're tremendous. They're large fans, and they're going at about 10% of what they can actually can spin. They can spin as fast as the fans in your home ceiling fans. So it's pretty impressive when you see how big they are. So cool things like that. You'll see on the exterior the steel support columns that are very impressive, and you see how much in line they are, and that was because of our team.
Please join us in cutting the ribbon with our 5 county commissioners, County Administrator Jason Brown and Joe Baird. Direct your attention over here to the ribbon and photo ops, and here we go. And then please join us inside.
Cut the ribbon! 2, 3, ready. Welcome. How you doing?
My name is Amy Glazer. I am the business support specialist for Indian River County and this intergenerational center. This room can be a meeting room, it can be a banquet room. I see wedding receptions, Christmas parties in here. It's easily accessible to the heating kitchen across the hall, and we have bathrooms right there as well.
This is our largest multi-purpose room. It can be divided into thirds equally, and you can divide, or you can have your party in 1, 2, or 3. It's great because the wall system actually opens up into the thirds there, and it disappears right into little closets you wouldn't even know. And then we also have this fabulous wall system, the glass wall system, so people can see in and out, but if you wanted to open that up, you can utilize the nice big hallway out there for maybe your banquet buffets or your vendors, if you were to have like a little trade show in here or seminar of some sort.
Dave Smith, Aquatics Manager. This room is our bamboo room. As you can see, it has a bamboo floor in it, and we have tray ceilings, and we have a nice northern and eastern exposure, which we do aerobics, Zumba, different fitness classes in here, which is a great room for it. Keeps it quiet, and it's a floating floor, so when you're exercising, it keeps low impact in there, keeps it soft.
We are excited about moving into this facility because of this gem that's here. We really fought hard for the wood floor. That is probably one of the most things that make this facility, and it will draw and attract tournaments to this county. We've had contact with different national groups through AAU and USSSA through the basketball and the volleyball both, and that's the first thing they ask is what kind of flooring do you have? And so being able to say that we do have this wood floor here and being able to run two full courts at one time is also with a full scoreboard is another aspect of it that really will draw groups here. And then also being able to have a home for our recreation programming too. So we've been very thankful that we've been able to play in the agricultural center in the past, but being able to come in and have an actual gymnasium with a hard floor is going to be big.
I think it's absolutely amazing. It's so beautiful, and it's been so practical for all the needs that they have in the community.
I myself in hotels, so it's good to bring people to the county and bring people to the area, and all around just a great addition to the county, especially the rec department.
I'm very impressed. I live in the neighborhood and have been driving by for months and saw that it was open, and so all I've done is one row, but it's very impressive.
This is a nice addition to the neighborhood.
It is, because I could see different things being rented out and used and different opportunities for people to get involved and connected.